This is a man sorely in need of a vacation. Barack Obama still has a 57% approval rating, but that's down by more than 10 points. So are his poll numbers for his handling of the economy, the war in Afghanistan, and his signature issue, health care reform. His critics say he hasn't done a good job explaining why reform is needed, despite 11 town hall meetings.
You will finally have quality, affordable options.
12 speeches,
That our health reform bill will extend coverage
and 16 interviews devoted just to health care.
Reduce the cost inflation of health care.
And the reasons the White House gives for the need for reform keep changing.
I don't think they've ever distilled their argument down into that, 25 words or less that breaks through to people to say, oh, I get it now. I see why he thinks we should do this.
Critics say part of the problem is that the president delegated the job of coming up with a bill to Congress. There are now so many versions, the opposition has a lot to attack.
It's very difficult to sell something when you don't have a concrete bill.
And that lack of clarity is confusing or turning off key voting blocs like seniors.
I think that's the biggest problem, that none of us really know what's going to be.
Reform opponents point to Mr. Obama's own words when they warn seniors their benefits could be slashed.
Cutting out the waste and insurance company giveaways in Medicare.
Seniors want to know just what's being cut out.
People talk about seniors losing coverage. Where's it written? Where are the words?
Democratic strategists say the White House is trying to refocus its message by selling this as a benefit to the middle class instead of an obligation to pay for 46 million uninsured.
What it's going to offer to the middle class, and that's stability or security. It's peace of mind.
Now, the other job ahead is to bring some discipline to this process. Last weekend, the White House sent out confusing messages about whether it was for or against government-sponsored health care, the so-called public option. The strategists say Mr. Obama needs to choose one plan and stick with it. Jeff?
Kimberly, any hints at this point on which plan he will choose to go with?
Well, if you speak to the White House strategists, they say they are sticking with the public option. But behind the scenes, Congress right now, during the recess, is debating the merits of that option back and forth and trying to come up with a compromise. What the White House is hoping is they'll come up with that compromise before they come back in session, and then the president doesn't have to break the tie.
All right, Kimberly Dozier from the White House this evening. Kimberly, thank you.